Gucci here. Welcome back to Storm Shield for Dummies. For this guide, I'm going to be showing you home base. Now for Canny, I'm going to do things a little different. Instead of doing one spawn per video, I'm just going to do each amp per video. So for this, I'll be covering both west and south. So without further ado, let's get west. So for west, it's relatively simple. Kind of just get some basic block off. Don't mind those broadsides. Don't have to put those there. Oh, don't need that wall. Now, for here you kind of have a couple options. If you're just gonna trap the whole spawn out, then you won't need this part. But if you're gonna go a little bit cheaper, you're gonna want a lobber shield for the flingers. And this is mainly for Storm Shield 7 and 10. So, in the event you want a lobber shield, kinda just want it to look like that. That way the flingers don't really go over here and try to fling. Don't need that one. And for this section, I want to block that section off. Don't need that, my apologies. Now, for this section, it depends on how you, or what traps you have. If you have the tire traps, which I would just recommend because they're OP as shit, you can spam them right about there. It's tire trap from this part all the way through there, and for here. Whoops. You want gas trap. Any damage wall trap you can put for here. If anything, you can extend it a little further, so you can have a wall launcher. For here, I would put a ceiling zapper. Also have that wall there. You can put any damage trap you want there. And if you're not gonna spam the spawn, just this will get you by. Now, if you want to go the overkill route, you can spam the fuck out of the spawn. Now, depending on which type of trap you're using, will depend on how you're gonna build it. If you're gonna spam ceiling electric fields or tire traps, you could just put them over there, and you're good to go, because that will work 2 tiles out. Now, if you're gonna do the gas traps, probably recommend doing it like so. You're gonna want to leave those open, so if you wanted to add little extra traps there, that'll work. You just want to blanket pretty much just everything. And you're gonna want to leave somewhat of an open area for blasters and smashers, so they don't break your shit. And if you wanted to connect this to there, you can do that with that tile too. Just for the rare occasion that they break this for. So if they do, your whole build doesn't tumble. But you could either do it like that, or spam them like that. It'll work. But if you're trying to save on traps, just that little section will get the job done.
For this little
for the block off, just make sure it's all tier 3, same with the trap tunnel. For the tire traps, you can kind of get away with not upgrading them, but if you notice you're having a problem for whatever reason, then just upgrade them. You'll be fine. And that should cover this for the most part. If you want to do a little bit extra damage, you could put a wall dart there. Use it'll trigger right here and just do its thing. Alright, for south, kind of the same structure for that, but with a little bit extra block off. This part you could choose to block off or not, but I would recommend it, but you can get away with it not being there. So get that. Again with that, just put tires here, good to go. You want to make sure all that's upgraded. And you're actually going to want to see electric fields here, because sometimes smashers still want to break through here. So if you notice they're giving too much of a problem, you could just add an extra layer of block off and you should be okay. But with these 4 fully upgraded, you should be fine. So do your tires, if you want to sneak some extra damage. Damage traps there. Here, pretty basic, whatever damage trap you want. Gas trap there, any damage trap. And if you want to extend the tunnel out further, you could definitely do so. And I would just mimic this setup, except I would do ceiling zappers for these. But tar pits, whatever damage trap you want, I would recommend either, or actually no, all of them can kind of work. They all have their uses. The wall dynamos could burst, and also have a slight stun factor. Broadsides have a lot of impact, but they can trigger the tar pits a lot, and that goes against the purpose. Or, if you want to do another way, don't really need it, but if you wanted to, you could, well, that's where the block off is, so you can't really do that there. But you could do it here. You could put wall darts. Why do I have that? You could put wall darts on here, and they can shoot through there. Then you could put a wall dynamo here with some extra damage. But the wall dart shouldn't be necessary, but if you're like trying to solo the storm shields and you're kind of low level, I'd recommend doing the wall dart strat. You also do it for here too, as like a last ditch effort. Now when it comes for south spawn, this should take care of pretty much everything. Now again, if you're trying to go stream AFK, they spawn over here, so you'd want to cover this. You could use this for blanket everything. Blanket all that. Spam whatever trap you want. Or if you're looking to do see on the watcher fields or tire traps, I start building from up here and cover. So if you're gonna spam gas traps, do it like this. Sealing electric fields and tire traps, do it like that. Because for that, you can expand over here and it'll still work. But in the event that you want to get towards that section, once you get to about this hill, nope, not that. You're going to want to do that. So you can jump from here. That way, for this area, it'll still be 3 tiles off the ground. You can blanket connect to all that. Bam. And you can blanket everything. And also you want to make sure you cover this general area as well. So you could either do a little gas trap section up here and see an electric field or tire trap shit here. Or you could do the tire trap strat and do all that. But for this section, if you're using C1 electric fields, you want them to be this high. That way the C1 electric fields can still hit. Because if they're 3 tiles off the ground, they ain't doing shit. And that should cover that for the most part. I guess for here, I would recommend the wall darts over anything else. And that should cover home base. Thank you, December, again, for letting me use your base, because my base is just absolute fucking storage. So if you want to make sure to follow me on all my social links, and December for hers, the link will be in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and stay Gucci.